Hi everyone. Number 23 in the Queen 50. That means I am almost halfway through. And it's been a very enjoyable journey so far, and I am looking forward to the rest of it. Well, today's song is a rather amusing title for me. Whoever came up with this title, and I'm curious about the song, but it sounds really naughty. Fat-bottomed girls. What a naughty name, and just put it all out there, just like that, straight up. Anyway, before I dive in and read a little bit about it, let me tell you that you can check out my Ko-fi and Patreon pages if you wish to see what I have there. Exclusive listens, things that I can't put on YouTube because of copyrights, as well as some really fun live get-togethers where we listen to music and share it together. So, which one of Queen's group wrote this one? Let me see. Written by Brian May. Wait, I expected to read Freddie. A title like that, I was sure it would be Freddie. Written by Brian May. When released as a single with Bicycle Race, the song reached number 11 in the UK singles chart and number 24 in the Billboard Hot 100 in the US. It was one of the few Queen songs played in an alternative drop D guitar tuning. You know, I haven't actually paid attention to the guitar tunings in this journey, mainly because I'm not a guitarist, and so I don't really think that much about the tunings of the instrument, but I do know, I am aware that drop D gives a different sound quality because it makes a different type of resonance. It also, of course, gives a little bit deeper end to the music, to the sound of the music. So I guess I should start paying more attention to that now. Anyway, here it is, information especially for me. One of the few Queen songs that uses this tuning. May told Mojo magazine October 2008, "I wrote it with Fred in mind, as you do, especially if you've got a great singer who likes fat-bottomed girls or boys." Ha! That explains it. It seems that May was a little bit naughty himself. You know, everybody likes to say he's an astrophysicist. He's got a big head, a big mind. He's brilliant. He's amazing. He's a musician, and he has all these other scientific accomplishments. When you've got a brilliant mind, you gotta have some fun with it, I suppose, too. But what a temptation it must have been to have somebody like Freddie in the band and get an idea like this in your mind and think, yeah, I could do that and Freddie could pull it off. Fat-Bottomed Girls and Bicycle Race were released together on a double A-sided single, and the songs refer to each other. Near the end of Fat-Bottomed Girls, Mercury shouts, "Get on your bikes and ride." Whereas in Bicycle Race, it reciprocates with the line, "Fat-bottomed girls, they'll be riding today." So, who wrote Bicycle Race, I wonder?
That's going to be your next one anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure it has to be a pair if they're so closely linked. Okay, this is going to be fun. Let's see how it sounds. And I have the lyrics beside me so I can follow along, because I don't even know what it says yet.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat-bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
Okay. Naughty is the word, isn't it? This is hilarious. So, it sounds like it's not just Freddie who enjoys a bit of gospel style. This is definitely drawing on some gospel style singing influences here. And, this deep end, not only the drums, but the bass and everything down there kind of rolling around. I want to say it reminds me of hippopotamus, which is really quite appropriate considering the title and the topic. So it's pretty funny. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, said Nina, "You big woman, you're gonna make a big man out of me." And it's like the whole band is just reveling in the in your face naughtiness of this whole song. And at that line, the drums come in with this wonderfully crazy fill all the way down the line, and it's like they're saying, yeah, watch us, we can be naughty and we won't even blink. We'll just do it to your face, and and we'll celebrate the whole experience. And I can just imagine this one making some of the older folks cringe. This is good. I tell you, oh, but I still get my pleasure, still got my greatest treasure. You big woman, you done made me mad. And here it comes. Oh yeah. Now get this. You know, take me home tonight, please. Oh, down beside that red bright light. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. And here they go. Fat bottom girls. Fat bottom girl. Yes, yes. I guess I feel like they must have really enjoyed making this song together. What a load of fun. In a very impolite way, right? Especially for a group of, I guess what I understand is that they were all a little bit more educated than your standard rock band, and most of the time what they do has a bit of feeling of a little bit more upper class quality to it, even when they're poking, even when what was it, Death on Two Legs. I mean, there's this sense of somehow a sense of a little bit of propriety, even when they are really pushing the limits. But in this one, well, to borrow a line, they let it all hang out, didn't they? Well, let's go back through with a few more pauses and I'll point out a few more of the things that jumped out at me along the way. This is where I felt like I was listening to a gospel choir. Even the a cappella. Nice bass dropping down there. You make the rockin' world go round. Think of something like Down to the River to Pray. When I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and you can just imagine, put some gospel-y words to this, and you could totally pull it off. It would work. That's why I say this definitely has some gospel singing, gospel choir elements in it. And I thought that it was Freddie that was the real passionate one about that. But it seems like either Brian May also really enjoyed it, or from the introduction I gather that this was Brian May writing this specifically with Freddie in mind, and so clearly he's got the composer chops to be able to create something with all the elements that Freddie loves and put his personality on full display, and gospel included. You make the rockin' world go round. It was so interesting to me to hear this just coming from the right side. And I didn't know exactly why. Until everything else came in this side. Just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with big fat Fatty, she was such a naughty natty. Hey, big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. The thing that stands out most is actually not Freddie singing, although that's really great there. It's still this guitar, and the insistence on just one chord, really kind of if this were acoustic guitar, it would sound really quite country style strumming almost, but because it's amplified and has all the other stuff going on, it gives me this feeling again of kind of the gospel music drive, and then the drums underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing in between. Just a big fat 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could even get a little bit crude in our imagination with that, and I won't go there, but if you wish to, you can imagine it yourself.
Come on, what is it? What?
No.
Ah, come on.
No, I'm not going there.
Come on.
No, I'm not going there. I won't say it, but I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You can take it from there. Left alone with big fat Fatty, she was such a naughty natty. Hey, big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. hand claps there. So the other thing I noticed is that this doesn't have the really the special sound that I've come to associate with Brian May's guitar, the singing, what I sometimes call the clarinet sound. This is staying towards the more gritty sound. It's still a very nice gritty sound, but it doesn't have that guitar choir orchestra feel. And I wonder, being that Brian wrote this, it's interesting to me that he didn't write it in a way that really highlights some of his special guitar fingerprints. Of course, it's still him playing the guitar, we can hear that, but that particular tone that seems so unique to him, he doesn't use it here. And that makes me again think that this is really, really a gift for Freddie. It seems like he was so good at putting aside his own agenda, his own stylistic preferences, and creating something that so well suited his vision. It didn't matter if it didn't make him display all his skills and sonic capabilities. What mattered was, did the song really convey what he had in mind? And it seems he did a great job. I mean, he's just sitting here, and he's doing such a good job of giving that sort of driving, moving forwards energy on just those few notes. This is a rather harmonically static piece, isn't it? It doesn't really go anywhere harmonically. It's all about the rhythm, not just of the music itself, but of the words. The way he's exploiting the rhythmic qualities of the language itself and using that as a sort of inspiration for the rhythm of the music is really great.
I've been singing with my band, across the water, across the lake. I've seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way. But their beauty and their style were kind of smooth after a while.
And here's the hippopotamus sound. Boom, boom. Now the drums, the dee-dee, bum, the dee-dee, the dee-dee. A little bit more, and the gospel chorus, and the guitar digging down. You got fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. I have to say, and maybe you've picked up on this through some of my other first listens as well. I do enjoy the gospel music style a bit. It's not something that it's not a genre that I really like to dwell in a lot, because after a while it starts to feel laborious and tedious to me. But there's something incredibly satisfying about having that combination of rhythm, harmony, the voices, the classic bass line moves, the simple progressions, and all of that with this little hint of syncopation here and there that just, it's as if the the lower end is really giving us something firm to stand on, but we're not standing in the mud. Instead, we're very buoyant. We are moving up from it, and there's this vibrancy to it that I enjoy. It has to come in small doses because, as I said, if I listen to it extensively, I start to get tired of it. It starts to feel like labored and tedious. But in a piece of music like this, it works so well, and it's so incredibly satisfying to hear it.
Hey, listen here. Now I got mortgages and hopes. I got stiffness in the bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality. I tell you, oh, but I still get my pleasure. Still got my greatest treasure. Big, big woman, you done made a big man of me.
Isn't that a melody that I know? It seems like I've heard it somewhere. It's so close to that. I mean, what is this?
Sounds like a religious.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I've heard it somewhere. I can sing it as if I've heard it before. Dee da 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 dee dee dum dee da 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 dum dee da. What is that? If someone of you can place it for me, it is so similar to this line here. Listen to it. See if you hear it with me.
Hey, listen here. Now I got mortgages and hopes. I got stiffness in the bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality. I tell you, oh, but I still get my pleasure. Still got my greatest treasure. Big, big woman, you done made a big man of me.
What is that? What is that? Something gospel or something folk, but I cannot place it.
You gotta let it all hang out. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride.
I love the way as soon as he says that, it sounds like they're just pedaling as fast as they can go. Now we hear a bit of the end of the guitar tone in the background. Now we're done here. The bass on here does a good job too. I don't think I've even mentioned the bass, but it really does a great job. Bum, 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 bing. And here we are. So there's a mystery. I cannot place that tune, but I know that it is not strictly from this song. I've never heard this song before, but this tune, which practically stacks right on top and could layer in. And the melody of this song here is so similar. Even the harmonic progressions, you could layer them and they would work great. It's kind of like an inside joke, isn't it? Well, of course, Queen has to be humorous. And they're going to be pulling tricks on us every time we turn around, especially with a piece like this, right? Really a fun, naughty, let it all hang out piece of music. And I enjoyed the experience of listening to it. I mean, it strikes me as just incredibly funny. And somehow I am just imagining Brian May as he writes this down. And I feel like it had to have been, or not necessarily write it down, but creates it, whether he wrote it down or just showed everybody what he wanted. Anyway, it strikes me as something that whoever did this would have felt this sort of smugness and pleasure and enjoyment at the idea that they're creating something that's going to come out like this, knowing that they have a singer who is perfect for the job and a band that is up to the task, and they can do it without making any apologies. So there we have Fat-Bottomed Girls, and of course, what is it, the bicycle riding one? Bicycle Race. Obviously, it has to be my next listen. So I'll see you soon.